Alrighty guys, welcome back. It's your boy EQ. And up next we have Wack100 claiming Big U, who is the focus of the recent RICO indictment, smashed his son's baby mother. And obviously Adam, being his usual slimy self, suggested they bring her on the podcast. We also have a clip of Bricc Baby incriminating himself in a major way, literally bringing the heat onto himself. The homie pulled up to the set and flashed a BLICKY to let Loose Cannon know what type of timing he was on. Given that Loose had been threatening Bricc multiple times prior to that taping, and we'll also take a look at some of the threats Loose made as well. It still astonishes me how people can actually go on camera and flex that they have more bodies than the next person. And that Bricc Baby incident was 16 hours before he got picked up, so I'm pretty sure this accelerated that arrest. I feel like you turn any camera on and these people turn into like chatty patties. Insane. And guys, it's crazy that I have to keep saying this. These cops, the feds, they have the same internet we do, the same access to these videos we do, and if we can decipher these thinly veiled conversations, do you really think it's going to be any issues for these cops? I mean, tons of these cops are fans of the culture themselves, and they know the lingo and the slang, and honestly, they don't need to connect the dots when you're doing it for them. And to be a felon and flash the weapon to an audience the size that these people usually get is utterly ridiculous. No Jumper has got to be the most dysfunctional workplace in the country, or instead of worrying about Larry stealing your snacks, got to worry about Larry catching bodies. And Wack, you're not going to get away from the snitching allegations when you're basically saying you're going to snitch. And this is not the first, nor will it be the last time you say something like that. And it doesn't sound any better no matter how you try to word it. But enough dilly-dallying, let's jump right into the video, where again we have Wack100 claiming Big U, who is the focus of the recent RICO indictment, smashed his son's baby mother, and Adam, being his usual slimy self, suggesting they bring it onto the podcast. We also have the clip of Bricc Baby incriminating himself in a major way, like I said, literally bringing the heat onto himself. The homie pulled up to the set and flashed the BLICKY to let Loose Cannon know what type of timing he was on, given that Loose had been threatening Bricc multiple times prior to that taping. And we'll actually start with the threats that Loose made as well, followed by the clip of Bricc Baby on No Jumper, just to give us some context. And No Jumper is like the Office in a dystopian Mad Max world at this point. And Adam, you can say that you have nothing to do with this, but when you yourself have fostered this environment, you yourself are truly to blame for all of this. But we all know Adam's moral compass is on the fritz. Alrighty guys, let's start with the Loose Cannon video where he actually made the threats, or some of the threats.
Bricc Baby, come on sweetheart, you's a buster. Why are you sitting there lying?
It's crazy, these are coworkers.
and trying to put it on Adam. So listen, let's check this out. So instead of you waiting across the street or waiting in a parking lot, you leave with people that said it's mandatory phase with me?
It's crazy because these are things that would have probably better been served with a direct conversation instead of taking it to the internet, broadcasting all this stuff and implicating yourself if anything truly does happen. At this point, if they're doing it publicly, it's basically just to save face.
You know how I come. Stop acting like that. You's a buster. You's a sweetie pie. But you go 2 hours away on Cam Capone? The same day, me and Wack supposed to sit down with you and had an interview? And you just come up with this whole entire narrative? Oh, sweetheart, you can't change it. You's a mark. You didn't want to fight. You didn't want to sit across us. You knew what was going to happen. You's a weirdo.
The thing is, people these days aren't going to take the L. They're not going to want to get beat up, whether it's on camera or not. They'll much rather crash out and just shoot somebody these days. Crazy day and age where the hitters and the shooters want to broadcast everything for the likes and clicks. So after a variety of situations, they finally did link up together, which we have over here, which is the clip of Bricc Baby, like I said, flashing the BLICKY. Which is crazy because this, I know the ratings have definitely dropped. I know the views have definitely dropped for a lot of the programming on this channel. They're at least getting 60,000 people tuning in, 100,000 people tuning in. So to think that none of these people are going to be cops, especially when there has obviously been an open investigation, and I feel like if you're actively committing crimes, the odds of somebody investigating these crimes are obviously super high. It's crazy how oblivious Adam and Lush can be to like imminent danger, but I guess all in the name of content. The way Bricc is looking at him, he's obviously taunting the dude.
Think about trying to do nothing to me after this podcast because I got a gun on me. That's what I heard. And so in this next clip, we're going to actually...
Well, you can obviously read the energy on Loose right now. Because I don't care how tough you are, it's definitely not the right environment to do anything. You might as well live to fight another day.
see the gun. We're going to see slam. He's going to show it, and he's going to lean back, purposefully showing the butt of the slam to loose cannon.
Oh, M95 for show.
All right, M30, either one.
Adam always seems like he's cosplaying as somebody that he is not.
What about both? Shout out again to our boys over at
He's taunting him.
Fried, because
they definitely dictated the stream.
The gummies did their thingy thing. That's a fact.
Yeah.
We had some good fun, good clean fun.
Are y'all noticing the patterns?
Buffoon.
Like the bricks and all this shit look a little different and all that.
You really feel like that?
Yeah.
He
You
peeped
said
it.
Compa was the one that get high off of like a little.
And all this does is just agitate the guy even more. It's like one of those things. If you're going to brandish it, you might as well use it. Because at that point, you've escalated this to the max.
Little bit of shit and trip out. I'm starting to believe that you're the
Yeah, how you ain't got
Hold on,
tolerance
hold on,
after
hold on.
all these years?
Hold on.
And so it was only a few short hours later after this exact interaction that everyone was taken into federal custody on RICO charges. So don't think about trying to do nothing to me after this podcast because I got a gun on me. That's what I heard. And so in this next clip,
As did I. It's actually astonishing that these guys haven't been picked up before. Because this is such a stupid move. If you're going to intimidate somebody, how about do it off camera and off the platform that is viewed by millions of people? You could obviously tell that Bricc was taunting the dude the whole time. And who knows, Bricc Baby may try to spin it as it being a prop gun, but I don't think the judge is going to want to hear any of that. Like I've said before and I said earlier, we live in a day and age where the shooters now want recognition. And guys, there isn't any statute of limitations on deleting somebody. So while you may think that you got off scot-free and decide to touch on it 20, 30 years later, best believe they are still investigating it, and best believe they're going to use that to bring you in. I feel like at this point, a lot of this stuff is honestly an intelligence test. Because how about let's not speak on these open crimes and also implicate ourselves in stuff that could potentially happen further down the line? Because all these same videos are going to be brought up when it's time to like defend yourself. All right, over here we have that video of Wack100 claiming that Big U smashed his son's baby mother. And like I said in the intro, something that's definitely not going to help, the rat allegations. Every time I see this nasty lineup, it makes me cringe. The whole Vengers, probably the most culturally vulturally people on the planet. This is basically the inaugural Culture Vulture Summit of 2025. And it's crazy. When you look at everyone in this room and you see that Wack100 has the most integrity, man, it definitely puts things into perspective.
You want to see me create a real narrative?
You
want?
Yo, Wack.
Are you picking on me?
I'm trying
I'ma
to
create
say,
a real
yo, I'm
narrative.
trying to say,
Big U was fucking his son's
Okay.
baby mama.
Yo, the only person
That's
I don't
crazy.
think street dudes and Flacco said at
For a guy that says he doesn't snitch, the guy really does tell on a lot of people.
this point too.
Hold on, wait. You called in here playing with my name. You saying I'm lying?
No, I'm just saying that's crazy.
Are you saying I'm
Where'd
lying?
you get that from?
I don't even know anything. This is the first I've heard of this.
From the baby mama.
Yo, man, Trap Lord Ross should have probably just kept his mouth shut. Because Wack definitely has smoke for saying that Wack was fearing for his life because of Big U.
We got the content.
She told you?
You talked to her.
Why was she fucking Big U?
You talked to her.
Okay.
She called in last week.
That
Remember?
was that. Okay.
Remember, she was on the phone with 600. We got 2 hours of content.
Right.
This is a fact.
Yo, Wack, it's not fair, man.
But that,
Yo,
that-
no,
that's a new
no,
element.
Want to put a bet? Somebody want to bet?
No, I think you got it. Of course I think.
Do you want to bet?
Here's the thing.
Somebody want to bet?
Yeah,
I
pull it
felt
up.
bad for
He's a sleaze bag.
I felt bad for
That's-
When even DJ Vlad is looking at the room like, damn, you know you have a despicable group in front of you.
loose cannon when I remember
600,
that
drop
interview,
the content.
and you know it too.
Got to work.
Other than probably Trap Lord Ross and the guy in the back, because I don't know him, so I can't really place any judgment on him. But other than them two, the character in this room is definitely questionable. Like I said, if DJ Vlad is looking at y'all like y'all are crazy, there's something definitely wrong. And even if that information was divulged in the podcast, Wack bringing it up obviously shows that he has some tension with Big U. I mean, Big U did throw Wack100's name in there saying that he was involved in all of this. Something that further cements their narrative that the dude has been a federal informant. And those allegations have followed him for a very long time. But even though Wack100 wants to keep denying that moniker and that label, that tag of being a rat, of being a snitch, you do and say a lot of things that can reflect that tag, that name. You can't say you're not a snitch and then proceed to snitch. Obviously, if Big U did actually do that and did sleep with his son's baby mother, it's obviously a supremely despicable act. And Wack has to be really careful who he antagonizes because, yeah, right now, Big U is locked up. Yeah, Bricc Baby is locked up. Given the fact that they are locked up and have been indicted on a RICO, where these cases can bring on sentences of like 10 plus years, sometimes doing life behind bars through some of these charges, the last thing you want to do is piss them off and have them try to use you as a bargaining chip. Because just as much information that Wack100 has on these other people, I'm pretty sure these same people have tons of information on some of the more nefarious dealings that Wack100 has had. Obviously, if those federal informant labels are correct, then he has nothing to worry about because they'll let him skate on all that stuff as long as he brings these cases in, allegedly. And none of this honestly surprises me. Like I've been saying, Adam has been cultivating this environment for a very long time. No Jumper is definitely a shell of its former self, having gone from some of the most iconic hip-hop interviews and moments to now being relegated to this. And I definitely feel like this is just the start. Even if Adam isn't ordering any hits or any violence or doing anything illegal, he's definitely put himself in harm's way, guilty of using these people for clicks, because the guy has already proven that he is content over everything. And like I'll say again, DJ Vlad is looking at you like, where is your moral integrity and your character? You have some soul searching to do. Definitely let me know what you guys think. What do you guys think about Bricc Baby incriminating himself on camera when he is a felon? As far as Wack100, do you guys think he had any involvement in these RICO charges being brought up against Big U, Bricc Baby, and the rest of these people? Or do you guys think he's trolling just to troll? This case is obviously in its infancy, so we're definitely going to find out a lot more as time goes on. So definitely let me know what you guys think. Definitely hit the like and subscribe button, guys. It does the channel wonders. I really want to thank you guys so much for making this channel a part of your day. It honestly means the world to me. And all the love and support that you guys continue to show this channel on a daily is honestly overwhelming. So I really want to let you guys know how grateful I am for all the support. I'm definitely looking forward to what you guys have to say on this topic. Hope you guys love this video, and I hope to see you guys soon. Also, let me know what nickname you would give this cast of misfits.